Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and welcome to a NerdTube reaction. I am joined by my Trekkies in arms, Zam, Major Rage, and Lord Donkey. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Excellent.
Impressive.
Excited.
That is right. We are excited because everyone's ablaze talking about this new film that came out from Otoy YouTube channel, which was released by the Nimoy estate. It is called 76584 or 7. I'm sorry, 765-874 Unification. So basically, this takes place after the events of Star Trek Generations, and it involves our fair Kirk and Spock, the originals. There is obviously some CGI and some deep fakes here that are going in action, and we're going to watch it and give our reactions afterwards. So, are you guys ready?
Engage. I'll ever be.
Let's do it to it.
Make it so.
Do it.
How we deal with death is at least as important as how we deal with life. Spock, 24/7.
That looks like the ending of Alien 3. Oh.
Gary 7.
Yeah, Gary 7. So we're on, that's Viridian 3. That's
Coruscant.
Yeah.
I thought.
Vagina Cove, I guess.
Oh, Picard.
Gardening, the final frontier.
Kirk's back looks great.
You only have to pay him half if he only showed the back.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
That is, by the way, that is actually William Shatner, though. Like,
Yeah.
that's what they've said. They said that it's William Shatner reprising the role of Captain Kirk.
Well, guys
just
like
obviously
90.
DH'd him, and I know that's what I'm saying. They
still moving well.
I mean, let's be real. Towards the end of his Star Trek career, he wasn't moving super great anyway.
Robin Curtis.
That's Savick.
Oh.
That is the original actress who played, the second, but not Chris
The second
Galli, obviously.
Savick.
That's the Star Trek 3 Savick.
The one with the whale.
3 and 4.
3 and 4, yes.
You.
Who the hell? His posture's a little bit weird, but fair enough.
That is the alien from Discovery, season 4. That was from the Kelvin timeline that transferred over into the Prime timeline.
I remember.
I don't remember that.
I remember that, yeah. David Cronenberg's character, he explained it, yeah.
Hmm.
He's even younger.
Nice touch.
Oh wow.
Dang.
Damn. What a handsome man he once was. Oh wow, they got all the fucking eras.
Hmm. Hmm.
There are always possibilities, Spock said. And if Genesis is indeed life from death, I must return to this place again.
What's that?
So this is
Oh
like
my god.
Star Trek Notebook, right? I mean, like,
I'm getting emotional.
Sun setting. Hmm.
okay.
Anything else? Post
No,
credit
I
wise.
already looked. There's no after credits. It's just
Oh,
credits.
Sam with Twitter.
Yep. Okay.
Curtis. Savick.
Mm-hmm.
Says a lot without having any dialogue.
Yep.
Right? So powerful for it.
Hmm.
All right. Well,
I really like that there was, because what could they have said with modern Shatner and fake Nimoy?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
they definitely erred on the side of caution, and I think that was a good call.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Though you would be surprised, this one... I'm tangenting. Go ahead, Sam.
No, this would just to add to all of this. I was in awe of what I was watching for a start. Just to like go back with Spock and Kirk again, just one more time, even though to a degree it wasn't really them, but I know you mentioned that they de-aged and stuff like that, but then we saw super young Kirk, from the '60s. We saw Kirk again, in the maroon outfit as well. And Spock, lying in his deathbed. I gather that was the case.
Mhm.
Even seeing Robin Curtis back as Savick was great.
So
Yes, this was East.
Just so you know, that person behind Savick is supposed to be Spock's son. So
That's right. That was going to be part of the movies.
And yeah, as a part of the movie, as a part of Star Trek 4, Robin Curtis was supposed to be pregnant with Scott's son.
When they did the Pon Farr in Trek 3.
Yep.
Oh, of course.
She helped him with Pon Farr, and she got pregnant. So that's what that's supposed to imply, is from what I've read.
Fair enough. That's genius, actually. But just what I saw was it was beautiful. It was touching. It was lovely. It was elegant. It was really great, and I was very emotional watching this. It was a send off for two of the long lasting characters and best friends in Star Trek. I'm lost for words almost, but I loved it. I loved it. It was so simple and sweet, and it was great. And I'm happy for William Shatner to a degree because he gets a lot of shit, deservingly so at times. But I think for him to come back and do this,
he's wanted to come back in some way for a long time.
Yeah,
I feel like this is a good send off for both of them because Nimoy's Spock was last in Into Darkness and wasn't in the next one, right? Beyond?
Yeah, he was not in Beyond because Leonard Nimoy had passed away at that point.
Yeah. So I think they dedicated the movie to him at the beginning or the end, but
yeah,
he had a very small part in Into Darkness, so a good part. It didn't save the movie, but it was a good part. But this is a good send off.
Agreed.
All right, Mage, what are your thoughts?
I was really impressed with how much they could do with only one line of old pre-recorded dialogue. It being a silent feature made us kind of focus more on the symbolism and made the symbolism hit home. The setting of the sun symbolizing the twilight of Spock's life and its final extinguishment. Just great stuff. I can't think of anything better to say about the way that it sent off the two best friends than what Zam's already said. Just great piece of art.
All right,
sorry, like the way deep fake. I mean, like this was done by like a small group of people. Yeah, it wasn't done by a major studio or anything like that.
No, it's done by Otoy, which is their YouTube has like 79,300 subscribers, which I'm trying to figure out what Otoy is. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but
it's how far deep fake has come, and look, there was still a little bit of uncanny valley here and there, but it was so minuscule. You know what I mean? Regardless, it didn't take away from my enjoyment from what I was watching, and it's only going to get better if this is how far it's come now. And there's at times where you don't even notice it. Like for instance, Samuel L. Jackson in Captain Marvel, the first one, I didn't even notice his de-aging in that one. But if this is how far it's come, it's only going to get better. It really is. It's superb.
It's a step away from what they did with Tarkin in Rogue One, where we had him for a whole episode or a whole movie just so they could show off what they could do. This is just using it to be respectful and just have a emotional moment with these two characters. So I think that's better.
I think the first time I saw de-aging was X-Men 3.
Yeah, X-Men 3 was one of the first big de-aging moments.
That wasn't too bad.
If you go back and watch it, I don't know.
I guess, but for me, Jeff Bridges in Tron Legacy was the worst.
Oh yeah, no, you are right about that. But
and Brad Pitt in Benjamin Button, they de-aged him as well, if you remember. Not just him, but Kate Blanchett as well.
Yeah, but I don't think that one was that bad. X-Men 3 was questionable. You're right. The Tron Legacy was pretty bad. Like that was
terrible.
They went with the discount brand de-aging on that one.
Yeah.
So, Lord Donkey, anything else you want to add about this or anything like that? Or, I know you.
This is just something I think anyone who's a fan of the OG Captain and First Officer need to watch. And I guess I'm curious where this is going to go, if they're going to try to make some special moments like this in other franchises with the same kind of send-offs for some characters that didn't get to have a on-screen send-off.
I would love a send-off for Scotty. I think that he I would love I love Scotty. Like he was one of my favorites in the original cast. I think he deserves a really good send-off. Even though we kind of had one in Relics, the TNG episode, and
that was such a good episode.
It was. Yeah. So I mean, for me, this was really good. I mean, it actually really coincides well with actually a fan film that we watched recently. The one with Spock and McCoy. It was animated and them talking in the bar about Kirk and everything like that. I feel like you could actually, the trilogy is the first one where Spock goes to Kirk's grave on Veridian 3, then the Spock and McCoy fan film, and then this to kind of cap it all off at the end. I feel like that's a really good trilogy of short films that like really would hit home, like the dynamic between these characters and stuff like that. So, yeah, I this was very enjoyable. I'm not a huge fan of Kirk or Shatner, but this was definitely a really good send off for two of the originating main characters of Star Trek that we really didn't get because of Leonard Nimoy's unfortunate passing and Shatner kind of being Shatner, So I do, as long as like the original artist, like the original actors are in favor of this, like because this film was released by the Nimoy estate, so I mean obviously the Nimoy estate was on board with this for a send-off for Spock. I really feel like I'm okay with these. I'm okay with these. I would like to see some other ones, but as long as they don't abuse it.
Yeah, that just goes to show how important these two specific characters are. The Nimoy family okayed this. William Shatner said, "Yes, I'll sign on to this." Like,
yeah, because Shatner was actually in, like, obviously they de-aged him, but that was actually Shatner reprising his role in there. So
love to see a picture of what he looked like in the actual costume.
Yeah, right. There was one shot where you kind of could see it, like when he's standing there across from, and you could kind of tell that there was a lot of like, he
had a posture that reminded me of someone else, but I won't mention it here.
I just hope when this sort of stuff, like when it comes to de-aging characters and bringing back people who've passed away, like Harold Ramis was in Ghostbusters, as well as Peter Cushing in Rogue One, then it has to have the consent of the families. That I think that's fundamental, because I don't want this to be too much of a trend. Now and again is okay, but if legendary actors of yesteryear, people want to keep seeing them in movies, I don't want to be how things go in the future. But regardless, what was here was very tasteful, and that's what made me appreciate it. It was brilliant.
And that Ghostbusters Afterlife is actually a great point you brought up, because that also was a non-speaking role, and it was very respectful to the Harold.
It didn't need to be.
Yeah,
just to be a touching scene.
Yep.
It was really well done as well. It looked so much like he was still with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep. I 100% agree. So, okay, everybody out there in YouTube land, we're not going to rank this because obviously it was a beautiful thing. We're not going to sit here and pick it apart. But we did enjoy it. You out there in YouTube land, let us know what you thought about it. I know everybody's
Thanks for making us sad.
Yeah, I'd like to now send all my Trekkies here on an away mission now that we're all sad. But me and Major are wearing red shirts, so we'll be just fine.
Okay.
I am wearing Captain Kirk's young command gold.
There you go. So, with all that being said, everybody, thank you very much for joining us here today. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to NerdTube, the greatest YouTube channel you kind of maybe sort of heard of. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.